Cepheus, the king, is a constellation that lies between Cassiopeia, who happens to be his wife, and Draco. Here in the northern hemisphere, it's a circumpolar constellation, which means it can be seen all year round. However, it's best to look at it from August through January, when it's a little higher from the horizon. The constellation looks something like a lopsided house with a pointed roof. The Milky Way passes through Cepheus, so it's rich in clusters and nebula. Some of these star clusters are extremely ancient. Several of the oldest open clusters have an estimated age of 5 billion years. Like so many constellations, Cepheus has a Greek soap opera behind it. Cepheus was the king of the mythical kingdom of Ethiopia. He was the husband of Cassiopeia and father to Andromeda. Cassiopeia is said to have insulted the nymphs by boasting that she was more beautiful than they. The nymphs were angry and appealed to Poseidon, who sent a giant whale named Cetus to ravage the coast of King Cepheus's kingdom. Cepheus and Cassiopeia sought the help of the oracles to figure out what to do. And they told him, hey, that's easy, just sacrifice your daughter, Andromeda, to the whale. With great parental despair, they had Andromeda chained to the rock for the whale to find. However, at the last minute, Perseus, who happened to be flying by after chopping the head off of Medusa, decided to help the poor maiden. Perseus attacked Cetus and used Medusa's head to turn the giant creature to stone. Andromeda and her hero Perseus eventually were married. As is usual in many ancient Greek weddings, a fight broke out, and Perseus had to resort to using the head of Medusa to slay his opponents. Unfortunately, Cassiopeia and Cepheus were also caught in Medusa's gaze and turned to stone as well. Poseidon then placed both Cassiopeia and Cepheus among the stars. Because the Milky Way passes through Cepheus, there are many objects to see. One is the Fireworks Galaxy. It's called the Fireworks Galaxy because it has produced more supernovae than any other galaxy. There have been 9 since the start of the 20th century. The Wizard Nebula was discovered by Caroline Herschel, the younger sister of the famous astronomer William Herschel. Incredibly, this nebula is 5 times the size of the full moon. It's 110 light years across, and there's a wonderful star cluster embedded in the nebula. Another object is the Iris Nebula and the Bowtie Nebula. But there's also a monster lurking in all this beauty. It's RW Cephei, a hypergiant star, 1,100 times the radius of our sun, and it undergoes dramatic changes in brightness. We should count our blessings that this monster is 16,000 light years away. That's because our sun is dwarfed by this massive hypergiant. And if you were to replace our sun with RW Cephei, this Goliath would reach the orbit of Jupiter.